say she asks for a ride home, but she never makes it home. Along the dark stretch of Archer Avenue near Chicago, headlights sometimes catch a figure, a woman in a white dress, barefoot, cold, and walking alone. Drivers pull over. She smiles politely, climbs into the back seat, and gives an address nearby. But as the car approaches Resurrection Cemetery, she disappears. This is the story of Resurrection Mary, a ghost who's been trying to get home for nearly a century. The legend began in the 1930s when Archer Avenue was still a quiet road lined with cemeteries and dance halls. The most famous was Willowbrook Ballroom, a glittering escape where couples danced under the colored lights as jazz drifted through the air. One winter night, a young woman named Mary left the ballroom after an argument. She was wearing a white dress. She never made it home. Later, her body was found struck by a car. But that wasn't the end of the story. Since that night, drivers have seen her walking the same stretch of road, always young, always barefoot, always vanishing before reaching Resurrection Cemetery. Some say she's still trying to finish that last ride home. Others believe she doesn't know she's gone at all. The sightings haven't stopped, not in 90 years. Cab drivers, truckers, late night travelers describe the same girl, pale, quiet, standing by the roadside, her dress glowing faintly in the headlights. When she speaks, her voice is soft, almost tired. She gives directions that always lead straight toward the cemetery gates. At the entrance of Resurrection Cemetery, iron bars once stood scorched and twisted. Locals say those are Mary's handprints burned into metal when she tried to open the gate and go home. Caretakers still leave them untouched, a silent reminder of something that refuses to fade. Others claim to see her back at the ruins' Willowbrook Ballroom. They say she dances alone in the dark, the hem of her dress brushing the floor, her movements slow, graceful, like she's remembering a song no one else can hear. Then, as the music fades, she disappears into the night. A spirit caught in a loop, searching for warmth and safety for the end of a journey that never came. Here are 3 creepy facts to haunt your day. The backseat cold spot. Chicago drivers who picked up Mary report the same detail. The backseat always stays cold for miles, even after she vanishes. Some taxi logs from the 1940s and 50s recorded the temperature drop, a sudden 20 to 30 degree dip that lingered long after the ride was over. The unfinished dance list. When the Willowbrook Ballroom burned down in 2016, almost everything was destroyed except a single dance card found in the debris. It listed names, dates, and one final line with no name written beside it. Locals believe that empty space was Mary's. The gate still gets hot. The scorched bars at the Resurrection Cemetery are famous, but caretakers say something even stranger happens on humid summer nights. The metal around Mary's alleged handprint warms up as if someone is gripping it from the other side, even when the rest of the gate stays cool to the touch. What makes Mary's story so powerful isn't the haunting itself, it's the heartbreak behind it. A girl just trying to get home after a night out. It's human, tragic, and somehow timeless. If I ever drive near Archer Avenue at night, I like to think I'd stop. But would I have the courage to look in the back seat afterward? Probably not. Ghosts like Mary don't scare me. They break my heart. She's not out for revenge. She's just caught in between memory and movement, between where she was and where she was meant to be. And maybe that's why she still walks. Because some stories never get to the end. They just fade into the dark. Some hauntings scream, but Resurrection Mary only whispers, a quiet reminder that sometimes love, loss, and longing can keep us walking far longer than life allows. Until next time, stay curious and always, always stay haunted.